Hey you guys, welcome to Sunshine Haze. I am Aja A. For those of you that are just tuning into my channel, thank you so much. Thank you. For those of you guys, and also what's up? For those of you guys that have been rocking with me for a while now, was good. Thanks for always tuning in. As you see me on your, your phone screens, your iPad screens, your tablet screens. Some of y'all watch YouTube on the television. You know that it is time for a new video on something going on in the stars, in the universe, in the cosmos. This is just a regular video. We are having a full moon coming up within a couple of days here. Excuse me. So yeah, let's just get straight to it. For those of y'all that have no idea what a full moon is, it's literally just when the earth, the moon, and the sun are aligned, and the side of the moon that we can see is actually illuminated, and it appears to be a complete circle in the sky. Full moons have to do with, endings, cycles, transformation, and also release and cleansing and letting go of certain things, and also illumination, shedding light on certain things that were once kind of, hazy to us beforehand. All right, you guys, this time around we've got a full moon in the sign of my fellow sister water sign, Pisces. And with this being a water moon, I just want to give y'all a heads up that it might be a little intense. The moon is already a water planet. When it's in a water sign, it tends to kind of amplify that water energy, that emotional energy, that sensitive energy. So with this being a Pisces full moon, and the full moons are all about, really our cup being full, running over with emotions. So just a heads up, you guys might be Kiki, do you love me? You might be in your feelings for about a week, or especially around the full moon, just depending on how the moon really affects you. The shadow lasts for, for me, I say a few days after the full moon. I give it up to about a week. So just a heads up. Just a heads up. And all right, you guys, Pisces, water sign, water moon. For those of you guys that are like, what is a Pisces? Pisces is the two fish with the tails tied together. Very closely associated with, creativity, sensuality, spirituality. Pisces are also very loving and very kind, very accepting. And also this love, like free love. For any of y'all that know any Pisces or that have ever like dealt with the Pisces, I've only met one. You know what? Nope. I was gonna say I only know one Pisces that is actually truly faithful to his chick. I don't think he never answered the question, but I don't think he was faithful to his girlfriend. I think that, and it wasn't me. I wasn't trying to mess with him. I was just a friend of mine. I remember asking him a question a few months ago, like, was what I was talking about in my cards about you? Like, are you the person that's doing the weird stuff? And he just looked at me and smiled, and I took that as, what's understood don't need to be said. So yeah, and not to say that all Pisces are, promiscuous, but promiscuity is a little bit of a Pisces trait that is associated with that sign. And I honestly, I give Pisces a little bit of a pass. They do resonate with that kind of free love energy. I do. You know how people be like, it just kind of happened, when they be talking about like cheating. I think for Pisces, they really do live that life of, no, like, I was so moved by my emotions. This really did just happen. So yeah, that is Pisces for you guys. Pisces is also a mutable sign, so it does finish out the season, and the season that Pisces finishes out is the winter season. And so with winter, we're already talking about endings, we're already talking about transformation and things dying out. With this being a full moon, that energy, with it being a mutable sign, is kind of amplified. The energy and dealing with, our cycles and our endings and the changes that we really need to bring into our lives, and the energies and the things and the people that we truly need to release. That energy is going to be very prominent for us during this full moon being in Pisces, with it being a mutable sign. All right. Okay, let's actually talk about the full moon in Pisces. It is happening on Sunday, the 26th, August 26th, and that is going to be at 11:56 a.m. Eastern time, I believe that is. I don't know what that, I don't even live on the East Coast anymore, but I was there for a while, and so when I do these videos, I give you the times in Eastern time, and already 11:56 is crazy. That's an 1111 number, and it's an 11 year, and this is a Pisces moon. Give me a second while I pass out. Like, it's already a lot. Okay, you guys, so full moon happening on Sunday in the morning. I talked about it being a water moon, very powerful, heavy emotions, illumination. Okay, so with this being a full moon, we're talking about things coming into view, light being shed on things that we weren't, necessarily hip to prior to this particular full moon coming about. With Pisces being the sign that is so heavily associated with like spirituality and creativity and like romance and intimacy and love, we are going to be seeing certain things come to light for us within those aspects of our lives. So as far as creativity goes, although this is a full moon, we're going to be seeing like, the ways in which we haven't been tapping into our creative or artistic talents and abilities. We'll be seeing the things that need to get a little bit more, of that artistic flair, artistic touch to them. With us talking about spirituality, definitely probably be seeing some new perspectives coming in, or having a little bit of an awakening. You guys, this past year of life for me has been like an awakening year. But for everybody, with Neptune being in Pisces and now the moon being in Pisces for this particular time, and Jupiter being in Scorpio and it being an 11 year, this is a time of enlightenment, and it's going to be amplified very much so during this full moon. So just pay very close attention to the things that are going on around you and the things that are happening. I don't believe in coincidence. I believe everything happens for a reason. So during this time, especially if you are somebody that believes things happen coincidentally, pay attention to the stuff happening in your life and figure out why it's happening and what area of your life that is about to affect, okay? What else do I got here? I'll talk to you guys a little bit about, and we'll get into the sex aspect of this moon in a little bit, but with, this being the full moon and this being Pisces, if we're gonna be, this may be a little time where, our feathers are getting a little ruffled in a good way, definitely shedding some light on the things in which are not working for us in our intimate relationships. Like, for example, say whether you are having sex regularly or not, you could be coming to a time to where you're like, okay, I don't like this, that ain't my position, I'm not really feeling this. If you're in a relationship and it's been kind of stagnant, kind of dull, you expect to have some conversations come up or some different things thrown at you in the bedroom. Just kind of shedding light on old and dull routines that need to be spiced up, and that is also extending over into our sex lives. What's next? This is a time of release. This is a full moon. It's a time of letting go. I do tell people, like, during this time, you don't really want to focus on trying to manifest new things, and I would actually hold off on that a little bit longer until we actually hit September, because we are still in the Mercury retrograde shadow. Y'all, I got hot talking about Pisces and sex. Being a little, spiritual person, we're all affected in different ways, but sometimes when I talk about certain things that just have a lot of crazy energy behind it, I get really hot. My friend Natasha, my old roommate, she'll tell you, I used to have to, I'd be talking about a boy or something, and I would, in the middle of the conversation, I wouldn't even be thinking about them like that, or I'd just be talking about them, and I'd be like, yo, I'm hot, and I'd have to, go and stand out on the patio or go open the front door or something, or take my shirt. So it might get kind of spicy for us this time around, Pisces, or maybe that was just for me. Is it finna get spicy for me? I might be here for it. I might be all the way here for it. This being a full moon, we are talking about release. also a lot about release. I was saying it's not a time to really manifest new things. This is a time to look at what needs to be shifted in your life, what needs to be removed, what needs to be let go, what needs to be cleansed, what needs to be cleared, what needs to be healed. It's a time of release and healing. It's the water element and water moon. Dealing with, you know, creativity, what needs to be released. This is more so going to go towards our creative blocks, going to go towards, you know, the things that are creating obstacles for us. And not necessarily, this doesn't mean that the moon is going to come in and be like, poof, be gone, you have no more troubles. But it will come in and show you, okay, look, this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is something creative that you're supposed to tap into. This is the blockage. The moon illuminates things for us. So it shows you where the work needs to be done. So as far as our creative talents and artistic things go, this will be a time where we start to see, you know, maybe what we've been doing wrong, or where, you know, we need to shift certain things, or where we need to put a little bit more energy in order to tap into that creative energy, to tap into that Pisces energy. Going on to spirituality, this will be a time to where, you know, and I was talking about Neptune being in Pisces earlier, and this being like a year of enlightenment, with it being 11 year also, and us entering the year with the Grand Water Trine. What was I about to say, y'all? My bad. Shoot. Sorry. Oh, I looked at the note and I knew I wanted to talk about, I wanted to make sure I didn't skip that. So talking about spirituality, this is a year of enlightenment. A year of it's awakening. A lot of people are having epiphanies, shifting, you know, their perspective. A lot of that stuff is going on. During this full moon, we're going to see that energy heightened. I did say this earlier in this video, but in regards to release, kind of dealing away with, you know, what we've been taught, what we've been told. People are starting to come into their own spirituality, and, you know, religious constructs and foundations are still very much so existing, but in the same sense, with us just being in the time that we are in cosmically, we are starting to see people tap in more so into, okay, you know, this is what I feel. I don't know if I really believe what's written in there or what, you know, this preacher is saying, but I do feel this. I do resonate. I know I have a higher self. I feel like there's a higher power, whatever, however you believe, or whatever your faith is. We're starting to see us tap more so into that, as opposed to just kind of following the lines of what either society has set up for us, our parents, the people around us, our environments, or whatever. So that energy is going to be heightened around this time with this full moon going on. So you may be finding yourself questioning certain things. You may find yourself saying, oh no, this is a feeling that I have, and I feel like I don't want to live my life according to that type of rule anymore. I kind of want to walk in this light. I want to put out this energy. I want to get this energy, you know. I did say we were going to talk about sex, y'all, so let's talk about sex, baby. I want to sing the Pretty Ricky. Hey, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about bubbles in the tub. Let's talk about making love. What was that? My jam back in middle school? Wasn't no bubbles in my tub. Not yet. Listen, where's the bubbles now? I was talking about Pisces and getting hot, talking about Pisces and sex energy. What's good? No, so talking about release and going back into the intimacy. I was talking about how we're going to be in a position to where we're like, nah, I'm not really feeling that. I want to see this. I want something new. I want this energy. I don't want to do this anymore. Also, because we are coming off of these retrogrades and we're still in these shadows, a lot of us may see some of our old flings pop up, or start feeling some type of way about the old flings that we had. And then also, what may be popping up for us too in regards to release is those old flings may be popping up because there may be negative cords that need to be cut with them, or they may be part of that soulmate year shit that I keep talking about in all my videos that you need to revisit. A lot of us sometimes come into contact with our soulmates before we are ready in the physical and in the spiritual sense to do whatever work has been set up between those two spirits. So some of our soulmates may be circling back around during this time. May have some new people coming in, but this Pisces moon, maybe especially, and what I will say is if you have old flings popping up during this Pisces moon and you're feeling any type of way about them, that is almost a surefire indicator that there's something karmic there, that is a soulmate connection of some sort that needs to be revisited or needs to be reevaluated or like looked at, or the history needs to be looked at, because there's something there that you're supposed to pick up. Very important for this Pisces time. So in all honesty, this Pisces full moon just might make us all really horny, but with that going on, I want you guys to be very smart. 1, don't be silly, wrap your willies. 2, be smart in regards to, you know, why are these connections happening? And of course, enjoy yourself, live your best life. But especially if you have old people popping back up and you are deciding to interact with them again, be thinking about, you know, why are these people popping back up again for me? Especially if it's on some random, like, I haven't heard from you in months or years, or like, this is weird. Be very, very mindful. Again, as I was saying, I don't believe in coincidence. Pay attention to the things that are happening around you, and that also includes the people that are popping up in your life, in your lives, talking to an audience. Okay, guys, I think that's it for as far as the full moon in Pisces goes. I do want to touch a little bit on the numerology for this particular moon. Excuse me. This full moon is happening in 3 degrees. Damn it. Y'all, my moon is in 3 degrees and it's in a water sign, and I'm already ruled by the moon because I'm a Cancer. I just feel, it's just like, oh, what is about to go down for these next few days? Anyways, the moon is having a full moon in 3 degrees. The number 3 is associated with creativity, creation, community, and communication. So this full moon is going to be lighting up the ways in which we need to, you know, interact more with other people in order to create the things and the types of experiences that we want in our lives. And it's also going to be shedding, like I said earlier, some light on the ways in which we've been blocked from creating and coming together with other people to tap into this water energy of spirituality and creativity and, you know, love. This moon is falling on a 9 day. So with the numerology, when you break it down to a single digit number, it turns out to 9. And again, just telling you guys that this energy, as far as, you know, transformation and ending cycles is going, is very heavy, very, very important during this time, very prominent. A lot of things are going to be shifting, a lot of things are going to be ending, and, you know, we're actually coming up on the end of the summer too. So the 9 day, 9 has to do with cycles, it has to do with transformation, it has to do with endings, it also has to do with release. And it is also a number that carries a very highly spiritual, I was gonna say foundation, highly spiritual, why do I keep saying highly like that? A very highly spiritual vibration. I don't know why I was doing that. So again, going back to me, you know, saying I don't believe in coincidence. I believe everything happens for a reason. Anything ending for you, anything being shaken up for you, any epiphanies that you're having, every single video, and then I did it again. Any epiphanies that you're having during this time, just pay very close attention to them, because and a lot of these moons this year have been very karmic, but this particular moon, the things that are happening around you will have a lot to do with your spiritual perspective and the way that it shifts during this time, and then also with the relationships that you're about to incorporate, or this is not a word, I don't think, but excorporate, no, get rid of the relationships or the things that you're about to get rid of in your lives as well. And this moon is rounding out the 8th month. It is happening in the month of August, and the number 8 carries the energy of, you know, building. It has to do with foundations, growth, and it does carry the energy of success. 8 is associated with money. So what I want to say about that is this full moon I think on a spiritual level, on a higher level, as I was saying, these things that are happening for us are happening for a reason. I keep talking about Saturn being in Capricorn in all my videos, talking about how things have to be phased out for us, and this is the first year of Saturn being in Capricorn, so that theme is very, very much so prominent of, you know, crumbling foundations, just because it's a karmic time. This is also a Pisces moon. Neptune is in Pisces. This stuff is happening because there are paths that we're supposed to be walking, and you know, we have paths laid out for us. We all have free will, but there are certain things that we're supposed to tap into in this lifetime, and we do get distracted, we stray, we end up doing other things. But I do think that this moon falling on this day and this month has a lot to do with, you know, getting rid of whatever is blocking us, whatever is stopping us from laying the foundations of the things that we want to see come into play. And then again, this is the Leo lunar cycle, so also all about what's supposed to be serving our highest good, all about incorporating that stuff into our lives. And with the Pisces full moon falling under this lunar cycle is saying, well, this is the time to take out what is not serving our highest good, and in tune bring in the type of energy to do the things through the Pisces energy that we need to do to tap into this Leo energy that resonates, you know, with self-love, with, you know, self-solidification, all about building, all about strength, and it being a number of success. I think this is saying that the things that you're releasing during this time, you're going to see in the long run really help you, or really clear it out some space so that you could do the things that you truly want to and desire doing and love doing and need to be doing. Okay, I'll save that for a second. So let's wrap this up. Full moon in Pisces happening on Sunday, having to do with letting go, release, cleansing, ending cycles, with this being a mutable sign. Things in regards to, you know, our creative projects, our spirituality, our spiritual perspective, also, you know, intimacy and our sexual relationships, and, you know, platonic, that's not the word I'm looking for, not platonic, what is it, companionships too. See some shifts or see some things popping up there. I did just talk about this being Leo lunar season, so I'm not going to say that again. People that are going to be affected by, almost took myself up. People that are going to be affected by this Pisces full moon are people with, for sure, Pisces moon. People with Pisces personal planets. People with personal planets, especially their moon in 3 degrees. Hello, I feel like every video I put up, I'm like, hey guys, this lunation is also about my life. Moon in 3 degrees, 6 or 7 degrees either side of that. And what else is it? Pisces, moon in 3 degrees. If you got water heavy charts, you can expect to be affected anytime the moon is doing anything. But especially if you've got like water in your personal signs, you can for sure expect to feel this moon. And because we are in Leo lunar season, Leos, you may feel this a little bit more, and because we're moving into Virgo solar season, lastly, Virgos might feel this a little bit, but more so people with Pisces and that 3 degrees, those aspects in their charts, you will feel this full moon in. When I say that, it could affect you in a really positive way or a really negative way. It just depends on what you've got going on in your chart, and also how you are dealing with the energy that's coming at you. All right, for those of you guys that watch my videos, you know I always talk about doing intentions. This is full moon intention time, so definitely not a time to be writing new things. I've been slacking on the blogs, but I should put them up because I talk about stones and stuff that you can use for your intentions. So I'm gonna try to put up a blog. I'm not gonna promise y'all anything, but if I do, it'll be in the description box down below. Definitely a time to write intentions focused around releasing blockages in regards to your creative and artistic abilities. Also regarding, you know, closed-minded perspectives, and then also regarding the things that you do and don't want in your intimate relationships. Again, you want to write with intention, as in I release, I let go, I no longer, because you're gonna burn this paper. All right, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, I'll save that for later. If you guys keep a new moon journal, now would be a good time to go back and look at what was going on for you, what intentions you were writing down for the new moon in Pisces earlier in the beginning of the year, because right now you will either start to see the planning phase start to wrap up for that stuff, really start to see your intentions coming into play. Did I talk about... That's random, but I don't know if I talked about that with the soulmate year stuff. I think I did talk about how I think people are going to start popping up for people towards the end of the season and coming into fall. I don't know, that was random, but whatever. Anyways, look at your new moon intentions from the new moon in Pisces. See what's going on, what's happened, what's getting ready to happen, what's changing, how your life is actually reflecting those things that you wrote down during that time. And as always, time for my shameless plugs. We are in the Leo lunar season. Check out my new moon in Leo video. I also got Leo. Hey Chelsea, my little Leo dog. hey mama, you trying to make a cameo? I can't move it. I'm sorry mama. She really strolled up in here like, oh, you talking about me? What? I just took you on a walk. I don't know what you're trying to do. Sorry, y'all. Check out the tarot forecast. They are the new moon in Leo, but those forecasts are going to cover, do y'all see the tail? Those forecasts are going to cover mid-August up through mid-September when we start Virgo lunar season. What else should y'all be watching? I've got the summer solstice tarot forecast. Now that we're wrapping up the summer, I think it would be good to go back and, you know, who's outside? You want to go on a walk? It would be good to go back and look and see what's popping up for you, or what popped up for you during the summer. I was just thinking about my own forecast and trying to figure out what the Eight of Cups meant for me, and I was like, nope, that means I need to go back and rewatch it. Hey Tail, hey Crazy Tail. I'm almost done, mama. Hold on. You want to go walking again? Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, mama. Hey girl. Sorry y'all. We are ending a couple retrogrades. We do still have a few planets in retrograde. Check out my retrograde series. We just finished out the eclipses, but that transformative energy is still very, very heavy for us right now because we're not even done with August. I've got an eclipse series too if you want to see what type of transformation was going down or going on for us as a collective during this year. And I think that's it for all the videos I want y'all to watch. I do have sales going on. Although I ended the eclipses, although the eclipses ended, I am still running my eclipse sale through the end of the month. You can currently get also a retrograde reading for any planet currently in retrograde, and I will say I could honor Mercury retrograde through the end of the month, but it doesn't really matter right now for a Mercury retrograde reading. But you can get any planet that's currently in retrograde or an eclipse reading for half price. I'm also going to be having an end of summer sale where everything on my Etsy shop is going to be 20. Oh yeah, she's ready to go. She's like, let's go, my G. Gonna be 20% off. So all my tarot readings, all of my jewelry. I got my third eye bracelet on today. All of my jewelry, all my pendants, all my bracelets, waist beads, numerology charts, natal charts, all that stuff's gonna be 20% off from the 1st of September through the last day of the summer. So yeah, give you guys a little bit of time to window shop before them paychecks hit. You know, you get it for 20% less. Support a young G. But yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like the video, go on and hit that thumbs up button for me down below. If you have any questions or comments, go on and drop them down below as well. I check my channel pretty frequently, so I will respond to you. What else? Like, comment if you like these videos. Go on and hit the subscribe button so you can keep up with when I put out more videos of me just talking to y'all. And share. If you know any Pisces that are going to be affected by this moon, go on and share this video. Y'all share my videos all the time, and it actually contributes a great deal to the growth of my channel. So thank you guys. And again, thank you to my new followers and subscribers and just random people tuning into my channel. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. thank you for sure to my OGs that have been rocking with me for as long as you have. I truly appreciate y'all, especially for those of you that watch my videos faithfully. I really do this nothing but love here. And I will see y'all next time. I think there's another retrograde coming up that I'll have a video going up for in a couple days. And what's the next one? And the next is Virgo lunar season with Virgo tarot forecast. So I'll see you guys in a couple weeks.